Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to a report by Leon Zaubal, Israeli media outlet Channel 12 has revealed that Israel is currently considering a small-scale withdrawal of its forces from certain areas in southern Lebanon. This potential move comes amid mounting diplomatic pressure from the United States. Although Israeli officials clarified that no formal request has been received from Washington, the withdrawal would reportedly target areas outside the Yellow Line, a 10-kilometer-wide security buffer zone controlled by Israel along the temporary border. Remaining within this line is deemed Israel's absolute bottom line. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and defense officials have stated that military operations in Lebanon will continue as necessary. This development occurs against a backdrop of heightened regional tension. During recent U.S.-Rhine negotiations in Switzerland, U.S. President Donald Trump issued warning statements on social media, prompting the Iranian delegation to abruptly suspend talks. Iranian representatives have declared they will not return to the negotiating table until Trump apologizes and Israeli troops fully withdraw from southern Lebanon. According to UPI, China's foreign ministry welcomes South Korea's reaffirmation of its commitment to the One China principle during recent diplomatic talks in Seoul. However, Beijing notably omitted any mention of North Korea's nuclear program or denuclearization from its official statement. During the Director General level consultations, Nam Jin, South Korea's Director General for Northeast and Central Asian Affairs, met with Lo Jin-song of China's Department of Asian Affairs. South Korea requested that China continue playing a constructive role in promoting peace and stability on the Korean peninsula. In response, China raised the Taiwan issue, prompting Seoul to reaffirm its alignment with the 1992 joint communiqué, which recognizes Beijing as the sole legal government of China and respects its stance on Taiwan. While South Korea's foreign ministry confirmed that the Korean peninsula and North Korean security concerns were discussed, China's subsequent public statements focused entirely on Seoul's adherence to the One China principle. Diplomatic observers suggest this exclusion indicates Beijing's ongoing reluctance to publicly pressure Pyongyang regarding its nuclear weapons program. According to a report by Fonwan, Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei recently stated that AI companies must achieve annual revenues in the hundreds of billions of dollars to survive the ongoing intense computing power race. Anthropic itself has experienced astronomical financial growth, with its annual recurring revenue, AAR, skyrocketing from approximately $1 billion at the end of 2024 to $47 billion by May 2026. However, this massive growth is countered by equally staggering capital expenditures required for computing infrastructure. Anthropic has secured up to $25 billion from Amazon to lock in 5 gigawatts GW of computing capacity, and is partnering with Google and Broadcom to bring another 5 gigawatts online next year, alongside potential additional investments from Google. Amodei warned that training frontier large language models has become a bottomless money pit, consuming vast resources for compute power, infrastructure, talent, and R&D. While scaling compute power creates a positive growth flywheel by improving performance and attracting more customers, Amodei noted that any slowdown in growth could turn these immense fixed costs into a financial noose, highlighting the critical survival challenges ahead. 61 years after signing their Normalization Treaty, relations between Japan and South Korea are deepening and shifting into a more practical and strategic phase. According to a report by UPI, the bilateral relationship has moved far beyond government agreements and cultural tourism, such as Tokyo's bustling Shin-Okubo district. Today, the partnership is driven by shared economic and security challenges. In 2024, people-to-people exchanges hit a record of over 12 million visitors, and student groups continue to foster dialogue to prevent political tensions from disrupting civic connections. However, the core of the relationship in 2026 has expanded to address critical global challenges. During recent summits, leaders from both nations focused heavily on building supply chain resilience for semiconductors and batteries, securing energy resources amidst Middle East instability, and strengthening trilateral defense cooperation with the United States against North Korea's nuclear threats. Despite lingering historical disputes, both countries face growing geopolitical pressure to cooperate closely, turning their relationship into a pragmatic alliance essential for regional stability. According to a UPI report, changes to U.S. metal tariffs imposed under Section 232 of the Trade Expansion Act are significantly reducing the profitability of South Korean small and medium-sized manufacturers. A survey of 600 affected companies conducted by the Korea Federation of Small and Medium Business revealed that 56.3% of respondents were unaware of how their products are classified under the revised tariff rules. Furthermore, 20.8% of the surveyed companies reported an increase in their tariff rates, experiencing an average rise of 16.2 percentage points. Small businesses are struggling because the tariffs are calculated based on the total value of the finished products, which includes processing and labor costs, rather than just the raw metal content. For instance, one fastener manufacturer saw its tariff burden jump from 25% to 50%. South Korean exporters are calling on their government to negotiate more reasonable classifications with Washington and provide financial assistance, such as logistic support, to protect their profitability. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.